So I don't know if this is like way too far or anything, but my bed has a lot of stuff on it, so I'm sitting on the chair in my room. But we are going to start with episode 2. I don't know if I've just had like a long day. I mean, I've had a pretty good day. I went to the gym, I got a massage, I had a really good and long meeting about real estate. I'm going to start buying and selling houses again. And this little string looks really weird right there. So, yeah, I'm in my pajamas too. I look like a bum. There's like oil in my hair from my massage. So, I'm going to start selling houses again, so I'm excited about that. And most importantly, for one, guys, I am not going to be able to do the review next Tuesday on Tuesday. I'm going to have to do it on Thursday, I believe. I get back Thursday. I'm going overseas for a few days. So I get back Thursday around 2. I'll watch it on my DVR and post the review that night. So, won't be on Tuesday. It'll be on Thursday. And thank you, everybody, for watching the first one, because I think it's at like 16,000 views, so that's not bad. So if you continue to watch them, I'll continue to make them and do other videos. So episode 2, I don't know if this is because I was in a bad mood, but because I'm not in a bad mood. This episode was like extremely effing irritating to me. I don't know why. I don't know if it like really bugged me, so I don't want to just feel like I'm bitching the whole damn show, but pretty much everybody got on my damn nerves. Just a warning. Alright, so it starts with Jayla. She's yelling in the limo. So she starts saying on her little interview, they're yelling in the limo from last week's argument about her wanting to marry a black man. Whatever. I'm tired of hearing the story. We saw it on the sneak peek, saw it on the previews, we saw it on episode 1. Here we're seeing it on episode 2. And she makes this comment, her mouth is going to get her into a lot of trouble. Do you guys remember that line? That was the intro line on season 11 when Steph said it to me. And I'm like, whoa, I heard this line before. It was the exact line. Barbatum? Is that the right word? Barbatum. I don't know. Okay, so Jasmine's voice is completely gone. Can you please quit talking, Jasmine? I can't understand not one word that is coming out of your mouth. Like, nothing. You have no voice. It's extremely, like, quiet, but hoarse, but loud, but high-pitched. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. And she's telling them that she's jealous of the other girls, and that basically the whole skin color, like she wants to be skinny enough to be a white girl, but dark enough to be a black girl. She's uncomfortable with her skin. So, of course, they have like a little moment where they're all bonding, and Tina kind of oversees this happening, and she's saying, like, what side are you on? So here we go, this whole clique thing. Like, can't just people just be cool with each other, talk with each other? I mean, but I do understand how it could be fake. If you don't like this person, like, why are you going into the room and having a serious conversation with them? I feel like this computer is sideways. So, yeah, actually, I do understand where Tina's coming from. It's just kind of annoying when girls are like, you can't talk to her, we're not friends with her, don't talk to her. But, at the same time, it makes sense. Because if you're my friend, and I don't fuck with that bitch over there, I don't want you to talk to that bitch either. So, yeah, no, we don't do that. We don't do that fake shit. And that's when you can say the word fake, because that's being fake. Not liking somebody, but then sitting there talking to them. Okay, so next thing that happens is the twins are going shopping on Melrose, and they're taking the black Jeep. There's always the Jeeps. I think they always did red and black Jeeps before my season, and then we had black and red on my season 11, and then on 13 Redemption, we had black and silver. I never really liked the Jeeps. They're really small. Natalie was like, oh my God, I love the Jeeps. We want the black one, and I'm going to buy a Jeep when I get home. I didn't really care about those Jeeps. They were like really small. You couldn't see out the back window. I'm used to driving this big Escalade truck to where it's like all this room, and our windshield was literally this big. Like, you couldn't see shit out of it. You couldn't see out the little mirrors. You can't back up. There's damn light strips all across the, like all around the roof of the car, and that's like the lights for the cameras to work. So, like, those things were impossible to drive. It makes it look like on Bad Girls Club before I was on the season. I'm like, do these girls, nobody knows how to drive on Bad Girls Club? Now I understand why. The Jeeps suck, the windows suck, the lighting sucks, you can't see shit. So Lauren says Jayla is bossy. She said, I got to you last night. Oh, you're bossy. And, I skipped something. So the twins are shopping on Melrose, and their voice is kind of like getting on my nerves a little bit. She'd be like, oh, anyone else? And then she said, oh, yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's like, it just sounds like they're not monotone, but it seems like their voice is getting deeper, maybe? I don't know what it is. There's something about their voice that I can't pinpoint that's getting on my nerves a little bit. And then they make the comment like, "Oh, we're gonna make it our show," ha ha ha. Like, these people are so concerned about, let's make it the Jayla show. Let's make it the show about the twins. Oh, it's the Lawrence Club. Like, how about you guys just be normal, be yourselves, and then let whatever happen when you're there. Like, that's what makes you real. That's what makes you, I think, liked in the sense of being respected. Like, people can see the fake shit, and I can see how these people, not these people, these BGC 14 cast members are basically making, like, they're just making extra drama. Like, I get it. Like, Mimi did it really bad on my season. There was a few people that, like, kind of encouraged little things over and over. But it's like, just be yourself. The drama's going to come. Like, don't sit here and create all this unnatural stuff. Like, it looks unnatural. You guys look petty. You're arguing over everything. Okay, so Lauren says Jayla is bossy. She's like, I got to you last night. And at this point, I'm completely over this episode. I'm like, they're arguing every 2 seconds. They've only been in the house for like a day and a half. They've had 10 arguments. They're arguing over everything. And it's kind of became draining to me. I'm like, how can they just be so angry at the world? Like, are you guys, like, you do need to see Laura. You need to be, like, checked for clinical depression or something, because who wants to sit around and argue all day, every day about nothing? So I understand why Kat's, like, running off to the corner, like, these bitches are fucking getting on my nerves because they just want to argue. Next thing you know, they're in the makeup room and the twins are screaming back and forth with Lauren with basically this shit covered looking mask. And it's another petty argument. Lauren's like saying, oh, you got it on your face, blah, blah, blah. Jayla makes a comment, I'm Queen Bee. So you guys know on episode 1 and on the sneak peek, I love the twins. Episode 1, Jayla was okay, twins were okay, Lauren was getting on my fucking nerves. Now this episode, the twins not so bad, but Jayla has been really irritating me with, I'm Queen Bee, I'm this, I'm the shit, I'm this, I'm that. Like, tone it down a notch. Like, if you really feel like you are truly better than everybody else, you don't have to keep saying it to reassure yourself and everybody else. Like, people can tell when you're on top, when you're better, when you're this and when you're that. But if you have to keep saying it every 2 seconds, that clearly means that you have some insecurity in yourself to where you don't necessarily believe it. So Jasmine decides to stay home because Lauren's not allowed in the Jeep. I don't know who said that Jayla and the twins were in charge of the Jeep, because, no. For one, there's usually 2 Jeeps. Do they only have 1 Jeep as of right now to cause conflict? I don't know. But maybe the other girls had been drinking and they needed them to drive, because in the Baggles Club, starting from season 13, I believe, or season 12, you could not drink and drive within 24 hours. So it's really crazy, because if you wake up like Rocky, Jada, and Julie did and had a beer at 11 a.m. when other bitches are still sleeping, and you're drinking beer at the pool, if you have 1 beer at 11 a.m., and it's 7 p.m. at night, it's time to go to dinner and hang out and stuff, you are not allowed to drive the Jeep. It was basically a whole, if you have 1 drink before the sun goes down, you can't drive the entire day, which is kind of bullshit. 1 beer does not stay in you that long, but that was like their little policy, and they definitely stuck to it, because there was a couple times where girls got really upset they couldn't drive, and they tried to leave Judy at home, and I'm like, no, Judy's riding in my Jeep, like, we're not doing that. And of course, it was a whole big argument. That's when the people were playing, like, what is that? Russians, Chinese, something suicide car? I don't know, where everybody's going in and out each other's cars, and I'm like, this was I just heard, like, the crazy, like, maze music, like, going in my head, because girls are going in and out the cars. What time are we at? 9 minutes. I found out how to make it to where my screen didn't time out. I know one person wrote a comment, like, it's annoying, so it always touches their mouse. My MacBook kept timing out, and I finally figured out, because I Googled it after that comment last week. So if you guys have some constructive criticism for me, like, I'll take it, because now, guess what? I can sit way over here, and my computer's in timeout. I'm not going like this every 2 seconds like I used to. So I'm thankful that the person said it, because it was driving me crazy, too. Now we don't have that problem. Okay, so Jayla's at dinner. She says that the other girls are all bark, no bite. But what is she? She's all bark, no bite. So whatever, that's called projection. You're putting your feelings on somebody else. All of you girls are all bark, no bite. Y'all ain't doing nothing. You're just arguing. Bark, bark, bark all day long. More than the damn dogs. The little puppies don't even bark. Y'all barking all day. So then they wear their little furs to dinner. Anybody catch that? And while the girls are at dinner, Lauren is wiping the makeup brushes on the floor. Jasmine's like wiping them on her butt. And I'm like, okay, I've seen this before. Rocky did it when she moved into the house. And as innocent and victim as Rocky always played, she did come into the house wiping makeup brushes on the toilet or whatever. And of course, they ended up being Shannon's and she ended up feeling bad. But who would just go into a house not knowing anybody, taking somebody's makeup brushes for their face and wiping them on the toilet? That's absolutely disgusting. That shows a lot about somebody's character. And I really started thinking about the whole Hot Pocket situation today because there have been multiple cast members where they said, no, Rocky always played victim and did this, and she like antagonized a lot of things and then she would play whatever. So I was kind of wondering like why Jen got so mad and crazy about the Hot Pocket. So if you think about it, I just had this conversation with Kelsey. If somebody is messing with you all the time, you're hungry, you just got back from the club, you've been drinking, you put a Hot Pocket in the microwave 2 minutes long, whether you bought it or not, I don't know. But you cook it, and then a bitch that has been fucking with you that you don't like goes and bites your Hot Pocket, obviously out of disrespect. No shit, you're going to be mad and be in her face. So I understand why Jen got mad. Before, I thought it was like bullshit, but now that I've gotten the whole story about her antagonizing people, playing victim, and then the whole makeup brush thing, it like all clicked in my head. Hell yeah, I'd be mad if a girl I didn't fuck with ate my damn Hot Pocket that I just cooked. Like, that's disrespectful as shit. Like, don't fuck with my food. Alright, so in the phone room, Kat's on the phone with her girlfriend, and I don't like the phone room this season. It hurts my eyes. I really like the red tufted chair, though. I'm talking quick because the time's going up, and I don't know how many minutes my YouTube thing will let me do. They get home, everyone's asleep. They're like, oh yeah, we know they didn't touch our shit. I don't know why the closets are empty. Like, oh, we're the queens, blah, blah, blah. They're all asleep. Okay, little do you know, they pulled a Rocky and fucked with your makeup brushes. So Jayla's screaming at her mom on the phone, like, can you let me finish? I was like, whoa, who talks to their mom like that? And of course the mom's getting all rowdy, reminding me of Pam, Camila's mom. But Pam was cool as shit. I love Pam. Okay, so they look up the belly dancing. They go there. They're saying that the other girls are followers. And if those girls are followers, then what are the twins and Jayla? Y'all are followers too, so. Pot calling the kettle black. Kat says, you know, she's into the older lady at the belly dancing. She's like, I'm into anything that breathes. I didn't like that weird perverted statement. I was like, okay, you look like a little creepy gay girl in the corner. But as of now, I like Kat. She's been quiet, not too much into her, but I like her. So Jasmine's saying Dumb Dumb and Dumber are dancing. They think they're Beyonce. And let's see, Mark. So they get home and Lauren marks the twins and Jayla, one of them marks everybody's faces out. And here comes Tina out of nowhere, just like, I think Jasmine said, like, oh, here's the real Tina. Did you guys notice? I think Tina's starting to grow on me a little bit. She doesn't cause much drama, but I saw her in the interview and she looked absolutely gorgeous in her interview on this episode. She looks so pretty. And then, of course, she went crazy, like, y'all doing this, y'all doing that. And, you know, they haven't necessarily been picking on her, really. Of course, the stress of the house, and then when they're starting to mess with her, I like that she defended herself and went a little crazy and whatever. I'm sure the other girls were like, damn, I didn't know Tina had it in her. So that kind of makes you think, like, okay, they're not like with one person, Lauren, who stands up for herself, and then they got Jasmine in the corner and Tina in the corner. They're like, damn, Jasmine's going to say something now, and Tina's going to say something now. So it's like the perfect, like, meet your match type thing. So I'm very proud of Tina, and I really like Tina this episode. She's my favorite this episode. All right, so Jayla puts on her shoes and puts her hair up, and, like, for real, even Kelsey said it. She's like, they ain't about that life. Like, if you about that life, you ain't about to go all the way upstairs, put your sneakers on, tie your hair up. Like, you're gonna fight then and there. Who needs sneakers? All I did on my season was, like, pull up my dress and was like, okay, we can fight, because I knew my dress wouldn't, like, stretch or give. So, of course, y'all ain't about that life. Y'all just hiding behind security with your tennis shoes on, yelling and screaming behind the security guard. One of the security guards fell. I don't know who that was. But they use the same security pretty much every season. Yeah, I'm talking really quick. So my power went out. It was lightning and storming. This wasn't on the show. I'm saying this in real life. And I missed a lot of the episode. And then I see Laura talking to Jayla. She's upset that her dad left, or her mom left her with her dad. And the next thing you know, they're in a group setting. And they're apologizing. And they're like fake being nice. That's what they did on Redemption. Everybody would like fake be nice and apologize. Like Rocky and Julie were trying to blame everything on me and Camila, it seemed like, and a little bit on Danny. And Camila's like, I'm not listening to this bullshit. As soon as we leave here, they're going to be doing some fucked up shit, stealing Sarah's shit, doing this, doing that. And Camila was absolutely right. And how they are on season 14, correct. Everybody's like fake apologizing and saying, oh, we're going to be nicer to each other, when that's bullshit. It happened on Redemption. They just say whatever to Laura. Laura looked gorgeous, by the way. I still love Laura a lot. Okay, Jayla said Jasmine. Jayla told Jasmine that Lauren has manipulated her and used her basically to do her dirty work type thing. I didn't necessarily agree with that. I think that Lauren is just being childish and bored and wanting to manipulate the situation, have fun, stir up some drama, whatever. And it was so crazy how Jayla was able to get into Jasmine's head so quickly. I mean, maybe there's other stuff that happened that I didn't see which made her believe it, but I was like, whoa. Jasmine, do not fall for it. Lauren's supposedly your friend on this show, and you're letting Jayla, her enemy, manipulate you that quick. So that was definitely a no-no. All right, so I got this new lipstick. It's really cute. It's called Please Me, and it's like this pink, like, whatever from MAC. I think they said it was new. It's a really pretty color. Can't really tell on this lighting. So I found out that my lips were always chapped because the toothpaste I used contained SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, or something like that. And you're not supposed to get toothpaste with that in it. I have a weird thing with brushing my teeth, OCD. Like, I brush my teeth like 7-10 times a day, no lie. Danny from On Redemption used to make fun of me, like, why do you keep brushing your teeth? If I wake up in the middle of the night, I use the bathroom, I brush my teeth. So I don't use my favorite toothpaste anymore, which is Aquafresh. This orange one's my favorite. I don't like the green one. I am now using Sensodyne Extra Whitening. And since I did it and got this new Blistex chapstick, I have no more chapped lips within a 2-day period. I put the chapstick on like 7 times a day. I use this toothpaste and my lips are no longer chapped. So I just talked a lot. I'm out of breath. And yeah, next week's video will be late. I'm going to record a couple other little fun videos for you guys so I can post them throughout the week for missing the next one being late. So, I will talk to you guys next week, and I'm going to start packing tomorrow. Actually, I will do a video of me packing tomorrow for out of town. I'll show you all the little cute clothes I'm taking. Mwah!